Not the TV guide.
Not the TV guide.
Not the TV guide.
Welcome back to Not the TV Guide Doctor Who Special Part 2.
Yes, now we ran out of time a minute ago. I just saw the time and I thought I'd stop it. I was going into trouble here. But we were just finishing up on episode number 6. And it's ironic, actually. I thought we might get all 8 episodes done in an hour.
No.
Amanda, it doesn't happen that way, does it, when we do seasons?
If Greta stopped swearing, we might have done it.
I know. Or singing Dagadoo.
Oh, yeah, Duggadoo, yeah. Beth,
That's what probably took 20 minutes of Dagadoo.
have you got memories of us with our Supernatural review for earlier in the year of this when we tried this approach?
Yes, it went on a little bit longer than expected, shall we say?
Yeah, I think that's a good way of putting it there. But like I said, yeah, on to episode 6. Now, obviously, the controversy at the time, obviously, was Eurovision came on straight after that. And I'm going to ask Beth this, because Beth had a theory on this. Do you reckon they knew that Shootsy was going to leave at this stage, and that's why he didn't do the Doctor Who link?
Possibly, yeah. I mean, I don't know. Might have been also to do with politics, because I think there were some people not wanting to be involved in Eurovision because of Israel being involved in it. So it might also be to do with that. I don't know. I don't know what Shooty's views are on that. It's more likely, I would say, that it's just because they knew that he was going, so it kind of didn't really make sense for him to do the link. But then I've also heard that they were a bit peeved about him not doing it. So I don't know.
Yeah, I've heard that as well.
Yeah.
It seemed very last minute, didn't it, that he cancelled?
Yeah. Mandy, what do you think to that rumour going around then, to give your opinion on it as well?
I don't really know, because I didn't watch it, so I don't know.
Yeah, Amanda kept hoping Yagadoo was going to be in that.
BBC. I don't watch
it should have been
BBC normally. So.
Yeah, the truth. So who knows of it? So anyway, I'm not got anything else you want to add about this. We mark this episode. I guess there's going to be diversive markings as well.
Well, I feel like we need to mention the reveal of the Rami.
Oh yes, we do need to do that. Yeah. I'll ask you, Beth. Then, obviously, they finished it. How do you feel about it? Doing it like it's almost like a Marvel reveal, wasn't it? They did a post-credit scene at the end of it.
Yeah.
Did that work?
I mean, a bit stupid, because I nearly missed it. I didn't realise there was a post-credit scene, and I found out there was, and then I watched it, and I was like, "What?" Yeah,
you couldn't wait to turn it off.
I don't know why they would do that, because people are gonna miss it. But yeah, I guess it was all right as reveals go. I mean, I kind of suspected it was going to be the Rani, so it didn't shock me or anything. They did Bi-Generation again, which immediately made it go down in my estimation. I hate the concept of Bi-Generation. They did it again. So, so I mean, I guess it was nice to kind of have a classic character back, but then, as we will go on to discuss, they didn't really utilise her very well.
No, so it was a shame, because the actress that brought in to play the Major Rani, I thought she had a great screen presence on that role. It seemed to fit to her really well.
Yeah.
It was. We'll talk about that in part episode 7. Okay. Beth, what are you giving this out of 10?
I'll give it a 6.
8 for me. So I did like Yagadoo. Yagadoo I thought was ridiculously stupid, but it was fun. So yeah, and like I said, Ryland was really good in it. Yeah, he shocked me out. I want to see more of him in it, to be honest. So that's terrifying. Amanda.
7.
And take us out, Grant. What are you going to give it, 3?
No, I'm going to give it an 8, actually. I enjoyed it, yeah. So, yeah. I think because I had low expectations, and the Dagadoo is probably worth 20, but then it was a normal kind of average episode, so kind of balances it out. So yeah, the Dagadoo puts it to just above average 8. So yeah, good episode.
Right, on to episode 7. Now this is the one that bamboozled me somewhat, to be honest. Yeah, I'm still trying to get my head around the tone in this episode.
Yeah.
It was like, obviously, Wish World. The Doctor and Belinda wake up in their home, believing themselves to be a married couple, have breakfast with their daughter Poppy. They are visited by Puppy! We visit by Ruby Sunday, who expresses doubts in their seemingly perfect world. Both the Doctor and Belinda start having doubts about the reality around them following the visit. Amanda, what did you were sat next to me when this episode was on, and you were looking at me saying, "What the F is going on here?" I've been saying that at least twice to me.
Yeah, I liked seeing all the space babies again, but it didn't
Yes.
make any sense to me how the Doctor
Yeah.
and Belinda had a daughter together because it's just the logistics of it all.
Yeah.
And then also I just wanted to punch Conrad in the face.
Yeah, that's fair enough to answer that one. So yeah, that it was. Oh God, it was. It felt like to me with this. I'm going to go into your second grant, where
Yeah.
Shooty was trying to channel David Tennant doing John Smith in those
Oh,
two,
yeah.
those the way the suit was and stuff like that. But I
Yeah.
don't know. It just didn't. The episode didn't click on me at all. It didn't.
No.
So, but anyway, Grant, tell me what you think about it, mate.
Yeah, I thought on paper it was quite a cool idea, like living in someone's like fantasy world. But then, yeah, it just kind of got heavy-handed again with, the kind of like the kind of disability camps and all that. I mean, like I can understand. Obviously, he just wants everyone to be like him, really. But then it was kind of, I don't know. It was quite depressing, to watch. Really, it was that, that people can think that way and stuff like that. And I understand he's making a political point, but yeah, it just wasn't like a fun episode, and it was kind of very convoluted again. The kind of like, like the cups falling through the kitchen table for no reason, like didn't break. And then also that guy from, what was it? The guy from Rogue, is it? I can't remember his name. Is it?
Oh,
I don't. The actor,
yeah.
Jonathan Goff, is it? He came back from this hell dimension to say, "I love you," and I was like, "How did this happen?" It didn't make any sense, And then the space babies. Obviously, I love the space baby, but then it was like, we'll go into it later in the other episode. But I was kind of like, okay, they've got a kid for no reason, and yeah, and then I don't know. It was just totally stupid and wank. That's what I'm going to say. Wank world. I'm going to call it. Yeah, it's just garbage.
Yeah.
yeah.
The bit that got me.
It just offends me thinking about it. It's just like when it finished the episode, I was like, I can't remember what it was good or not. I just thought, what the hell was that? For 50 minutes, it was just like total rubbish. Like not entertaining, not interesting, not clever. It was just garbage. That's what I'd say.
My big flaw with it was, one of the best feels of the same was, with Russell T Davies, when he's done his two-parters in the past, they've usually had really good endings, make you want to, wish I could watch the next one. And I was sat there thinking, what on earth is that ending there? 'Cause there's just no tension on it at all to me, there wasn't.
No.
And it felt like they meant to have had a massive budget on this second series.
Mm-hmm.
I'd like to know where.
Yeah.
Beth, listen, tell me what you liked about this episode then.
Very little.
Yeah.
This is when we start getting into. I'm really struggling to find any.
It's hard, isn't it?
Territory.
Yeah.
I mean, again, really interesting concept that could have been done really well. Big Brother meets Big Brother, Doctor Who meets Big Brother. 1984, and it could have been really interesting, and the idea of living in this kind of perfect fantasy world that someone's created and that Conrad's created. But then it's like Grant was saying, it was a bit heavy-handed with the sort of the politicalness of like I mean, what I didn't get was like, if this is meant to be like his wish world, his ideal world that functions exactly the way he wants it to function, and he can apparently like bring people in and out of existence because the wish brought Poppy into existence,
and
made her the Doctor and Belinda's daughter, and then it also zapped Rose Noble, Donna's daughter, out of existence apparently because Conrad couldn't imagine a person like her. Well, if that's the case and you want this perfect idealized world, why are there still people living in camps on the street? Surely you
Yeah.
would just get rid of them, you would
Mhm.
erase them from existence.
Yeah.
That would, I mean, I know it sounds awful, but that would be
Yeah.
like a tar on your perfect world if
Mhm.
these people are still existing, living on the streets. So, that kind of didn't make sense to me. And the whole thing with the mug, the slips, like when somebody started questioning, the mug went through the table. I got
Yeah.
what they were trying to do. It was the kind of the symbol of like everything is not as it seems,
Mhm.
the world is the world isn't real, blah blah blah. I got what they were trying to do with it, but it just felt a bit stupid, really.
Yeah.
Like it why is the mug falling through the table when they question something? It just kind of didn't. And the whole thing of like, the bone beasts, I mean, what were they like? Where did they come from? They didn't seem to have anything to do with anything. Random dinosaur bones
Mhm.
wandering around, like what was that? That
Yeah.
didn't really seem to have anything to do with anything. And yeah, it was all just a bit yeah, as Andy was saying, they were obviously trying to do something similar to Human Nature and Family of Blood, or what,
Mhm.
those episodes with David Tennant where he doesn't remember being the Doctor and he's got this like
Mm.
normal human life.
Yeah.
But it just pales in comparison, it just
Yeah.
completely pales in comparison. It's
The
for us to see
trouble
those
is,
type of really good
Beth, for that
ideas
is,
again.
have you read the novel that the Family of Blood was based on?
No.
It was Terence Dick's novel, apparently it was. Wrote for John Pertwee's Doctor, apparently.
Mhm.
Okay.
That's why so. But yeah, it's fucking awful episode.
I know it's horrible. I like to be as nuanced as Beth, but I
Yeah,
just get the bile comes through me. I
yeah.
like thinking
I'm
about.
gonna have to ask you,
Just
Beth. Obviously, a long-term Doctor fan, who fan you are. Were you excited when they announced Omega was going to be coming in this episode? How did you
Um,
feel?
not really, because I mean I've watched bits of Classic Who, but he appears in like one episode, I think, of Classic Who. It's not like he's a major recurring villain like the Master or anything. And I've watched quite a few interesting kind of like video essays on this, that saying that Doctor Who has a nostalgia problem. They
Yeah.
keep bringing back these classic villains, that were only in like one random episode of the classic series, and also not really setting them up and just kind of expecting us to know who
Mhm.
they are and sort of be, really excited by their return. And, even long-time Doctor Who fans might not have watched Classic Who and know what who they are. And new fans are certainly not going to know who they are. So it just feels a bit like, why can't you just come up with some new villains instead of, or at least kind of set these returning villains up properly, so that you're not relying on the kind of the shock factor of people knowing who they are, because it just doesn't really, it's not, just doesn't really mean anything to anyone, even
Yeah.
the Rani coming back didn't really mean that much to people.
I'm going to ask Amanda next on this because I remember us talking about this as well, and you asking me who's the Rani, and I said, I'm fucked if I know.
Yeah. I dipped in and out when I was a child, and I remember like hiding behind the couch and being scared of the Daleks. But
And the
I
Cybermen
don't
as well, yeah.
really,
Yeah.
I don't really remember an awful lot about it.
Yeah, so I think you're right. His best point is a very, very good point there. And this, we're going to come on to more in the next episode, was it felt like they were trying to balance too many plates on one spin, basically. Like we said with Omega as well, but we'll come on to that in a second. So, yeah, well, let's get this marked before we have a good rant against episode number 8. Amanda. Amanda?
4 out of 10.
Oh, 4 out of 10. 2 out of 10. Grant.
I'm tossing between 0 and 1. I'm trying to think of what.
Pardon, you tossing what? What's that, Grant? You're tossing, are you? Oh, you dirty man. Right, what are you going to give us out of 10? What are you going to toss between a what and a what?
and a 0. So 0.
Oh, God,
0.5.
zero, zero,
That's
zero.
No, save your 0. Save your 0. You're gonna
Oh,
lose
yeah.
it.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah.
Save your zero.
No, I've got a
then.
score for the next one. So yeah, I've already
Okay.
got that.
What are you going to give us out of 10 then, Grant?
0.5. Yeah.
Good man.
I think because the first episode where I gave 1 was terrible, but at least I laughed at that Margate and that owl reveal. At least I had some kind of enjoyment out of it. But like this was just so bad. This episode, it was just and just even thinking about it's making me feel sick. So and it gets even worse. So, yeah. So
I've never heard you done 0.5 yet, so I suspect it might get worse.
Yes, it is.
Beth.
I'll give it a 2.
2. Ooh. Now, what's that?
Yeah.
So you give it 4, Amanda, didn't you?
Yeah.
I give it 2. That works out 6.5. Not even a recommendation to the forums. Oh, fucking hell. Right, this might get worse, people. I do apologise for this next episode, really, because not our fault, we didn't write it.
I know.
The reality war. The Doctor is rescued by Anita, who pulls him into the Time Hotel. A time resets to the 23rd of May, 2025. With Anita's help, the Doctor is able to restore the memories of Unit and Belinda, for the Rani reveals that the surviving Time Lords are sterile, and she tends to use Omega as a gene bank to rebirth their race. Oh, fuck, I forgot about that shit. The Doctor confronts the Rani as Omega is released in the form of a massive beast. I'm stopping there. Oh, Christ. I'm going to say something straight away with this. It was great to see Anita come back in it as a time hotel, but they did fuck all with her as a character. And that really pissed me off because in the Christmas thing, she was the best thing in the Christmas special to me. And they did nothing with her. Absolutely nothing with her there. Because they could
good at opening doors, that's about it. Holding them open.
Yeah, it's almost like she's holding the Doctor's not saying, come on, Doctor, you can run out, Doctor.
Have they ever heard of a doorstop? They could just use that, couldn't they?
Or a chair. Right, yeah. Or a book or something, yeah. Instead of a really good
and then she could have actually just gone back to her hotel duties, but she had to be there holding the door.
The other thing that really fucks me off straight away was Donna's daughter again, when they brought her back into it. They did nothing with her.
Yeah.
She's just there.
Yeah. There's so many characters that did nothing with in this episode.
They sit on the table at uni, don't they? Just saying, "Oh, what should we do? Where's the Doctor?" No agency, is there? Even Ruby's and even Belinda, like she didn't do anything, did she? She just had to protect her baby, who she just met.
Terrible use of where that was.
Yeah, it's like she's been quite quite an active. Like she didn't really want to be part of at the first. She didn't want to be a companion. She just wanted to go home, get on with her life, and then obviously she's grown throughout the series. She's been really active and she's been separated from the Doctor quite a bit, and she's gone on about a lot. She's been an equal part of the adventures, and now she's just sidelined. She's just in a box they made, and that they came up with in like 2 hours. They invented this box, to protect the baby. They're like, what? Yeah, they got Susan Triad back to do that. I was like, what? It's just that's just the beginning. That's just the first 10 minutes.
Yeah, that's part of it. Really. Amanda, I'm going to ask you. I'll ask Amanda next. Was there anything you liked about this episode, Amanda?
I can tell you what I disliked.
We might be here a while. Amanda, before we start, we've been recording 15 minutes or 18 minutes in episode part 2. So bear that in mind, please.
Yeah. I really hated the flashback scene where they changed all the bits where Belinda wanted to get home, and they changed it to so they added that she wanted to get back up to Poppy, and it just felt like they were saying, like, look at us, we're so clever, and it just kind of had the opposite effect.
Yeah, I know why they did that. I'll come on to that shortly. Because Beth will probably know the same reason I do. This happened in the reshoot, and Shooty handed his notice in.
Yeah,
and that's why they felt they had to do it, and it was it was terrible. Oh dear, it was terrible. So Amanda, pardon me, back to you.
Yeah, and I suppose if you're asking me if I like anything as well, I did like the fact that Billy Piper came into it again. But I just think they could have brought back as Rose rather than the Doctor.
Yeah.
It doesn't make any sense.
They've not revealed what it is yet, actually. So it could well be.
No.
Well, if we get to find out, it could well actually be, aren't you? Ruby, but we'll find. No, Ruby, I said Rose, Right, so yeah, but I know it's point. It's a point still. Is there anything else you want to say, Amanda? Before I let Grant lay into it with boxing gloves.
No, just imagine I've said a lot of swear words.
Right, well, just let him loose, Amanda. Grant's been swearing all episode, so
Yeah.
I think we've got a swear monitor so far. I don't think Beth's sworn yet. This might push
Oh, I'm
it.
allowed to.
No, she said wank earlier.
Oh, yes, she did. Yes, she did. Sorry, that's fine.
She came down to my level.
Yeah, well, we've got Amanda's sworn, I think, 4 times. I've done 10. Grant's done 200, and Beth's done 1.
Yeah.
Right, give us another 100 swear words then.
Oh, this episode was just a big bunch of dagadoo dog poo, pretty much. The whole episode.
That counts as a swear word, that does.
Yeah, I tried to be polite. It was just so bad. I was just watching it going, this is bollocks. The whole thing I was watching, like, what am I watching? Like, I just started off the beginning, the ridiculous beginning with the her holding the door open all the time. And everyone, like, kind of going back to normal. But even as they came back to normal, they didn't do anything. They were, they're just, we're unit people. But then again, they have this big cannon on the top of their Avengers Tower thing they're using. They already kind of did that before in the previous episodes. I kind of feel it's a bit sick of seeing that now. Because it seems that, I can't remember, was it against the Toy Master they had the cannon against him? I can't remember now, but if it was that episode. So yeah, it was just kind of fighting the bone creatures. That was kind of boring. And then the whole Omega reveal, that he's just this kind of, again, it's just a CGI monster that wasn't very threatening at all. And then they just kill it straight away. And then it just eats the Rani within 2 seconds. So and all she did really was she was just a bit of an exhibition dump, wasn't she? She didn't do anything really that cool in the 2-part episode, was it? So I just felt like that got rid of her, and then Anita Dobson disappeared. So it was like you kind of killed the wrong one in a way, because these that were like, she was kind of a bit more threatening and evil, and Anita Dobson was just in the shadows really. Wasn't she just saying yes, madam, all the time? It was kind of it wasn't really like a scary villain, was it at all? So that was crap. and then the whole kind of epilogue bit with Poppy and Cutie Gatra's final leave and Jodie Whittaker turning up. It was just a total mess. I didn't really believe anything that was happening really. Like the whole concept of her having a child that she's just not talked about for the previous episodes, it didn't feel authentic really. I just felt like, and why is her child the space baby in the other series? It doesn't make any sense. I just don't get that. If it was a different person, I could have kind of more believed it more. But when it's like a creature you met, a creature, like a character you met in a previous series, and then why suddenly is that baby in space? I just don't get it, And then now suddenly is your child in the past. It doesn't make sense. So that kind of threw me off. And then just the whole kind of epilogue. He kind of just didn't really feel earned as well, because he was hardly wasn't very Doctor Who for 16 episodes, 20 episodes. Yeah, it didn't really feel earned really. Even in the Chris Eccleston one, when he left, he felt like he'd done a Denable impression, because the series had been brought back. He was brilliant in the role, but this one just felt like I got the impression like he felt he couldn't wait to leave it. Maybe just sick of reading these awful scripts and went, I'm done.
He went, I'm out of here.
I'm a Hollywood actor. I can do better. I can do much better than this. And you got to spend 8 months a year doing filming rubbish. So maybe and then and I think that kind of came from his performance a lot. I think he phoned it in. To be honest with you, a lot of it. Yeah. I didn't think he was particularly great acting in it. I just don't know. I thought.
Yeah.
Then when Bill, go on. Yeah.
Sorry, go on. I heard a rumor.
And then when the Billy reveal was kind of like, it's a kind of navel gazing backwards looking in. It's a gimmick as well. It's kind of like it's not really suggesting that the future of the program is going in a good direction, does it? It's like I was like Amanda, I want Rose back for an episode. That'd be great, because here with David Tennant's 14th Doctor that's still out there, that'd be great. I think if they could tie that up, because I think him being out there as well makes a lot of these stories, these finales, ridiculous, because it's like you've got a second Doctor out there who's just doing absolutely nothing. So it just kind of unless he's just become a most selfish, awful person, which I doubt he has, why would he just sit around while all these events are happening and just do nothing? It doesn't make any sense. So I think that's been a massive plot hole really throughout the whole
Yeah.
since they've done that decision. So yeah, it's one of the things I just don't like about it. So yeah, it was not a fan. I think it's the worst Doctor Who finale I've ever seen. I just think
no.
it was just it was like a clusterfuck of fucking dumbness. That's all I'm going to say.
No, I've got it's a bit of news, and we'll talk about after Beth talks about his next.
Yeah.
But I completely agree because I'm conscious I don't want this episode to go on for 3 hours, and I think it might
Yeah,
do yet. When I've got my couple bits of news, but Beth, yeah, go for it because I know there's plenty you're going to want to say.
Yeah, so you're gonna laugh, but I've just found the message that I sent to my friend after
Oh yeah.
watching the episode. Like this was my reaction directly
Yeah.
after watching the
Now,
episode.
are you going to be able to tell us
Like-
what your friend's reaction is to this, Beth, or will she mind?
I'll briefly mention, but I've mellowed a little bit since, but this was my initial reaction to the
I
episode.
haven't.
And you're gonna laugh, but I was genuinely upset at the time. Like,
Yeah.
quite upset. So this is
Yeah.
what this was my message directly after watching the episode. That's it. I'm officially done. I actually don't think I can watch Doctor Who again. As far as I'm concerned, it ended with Capaldi. They can actually get fucked, and I genuinely don't think I can even discuss it. I'm so angry and upset that they actually have the audacity to put that on our screens after 60 years. They better not make another series because they've proved themselves incapable. Honestly, goodbye and good riddance. Sad, but that was my initial reaction.
Wow.
Like, I've mellowed since a little bit, but that was pretty much my reaction because
that wasn't
Oh,
the
wow.
Russell T Davies, was it?
like
Fantastic.
genuinely not just the worst 60 minutes of Doctor Who I've ever watched in my life, probably the worst 60 minutes of television I've ever watched in my life.
Wow.
I'm not even joking. Like, it was
Oh, God.
completely incoherent. I was
Yeah.
just like, what? Am I on candid camera or something? Like, this is like, honestly, is this some kind of like practical joke? This genuinely got past the editing process and got put on TV. It was that bad. Like, it was just, I'm trying to think of a single thing really that I can do to defend it, but there is just nothing that you can possibly say to defend, thinking that is an acceptable finale to serve up to us. Like, it's actually quite insulting, to be honest, to long-term fans. The more I think about it, the more I'm like, I want to be diplomatic, and I've been diplomatic about some of the other episodes, but this one, I was just like, it was just practically unwatchable. I mean,
point.
I don't really know what to say. I mean, thank God they didn't actually make Poppy the Doctor's daughter, because apparently that was the original plan, was that she was actually going to turn out to be the Doctor's daughter. And not only that, she was going to turn out to be Susan's mum. And Susan was going to appear at the end of the episode with Poppy.
I've heard the same. They've been ridiculous. Absolutely ridiculous.
Oh my God.
Thank God that they at least didn't end up doing that, because
that'd be horrible. I'd have been stickle everywhere.
That was meant to be the original ending. Like,
and then I saw the other ending. I saw was, I know they filmed it, was you saw this pictures go around the Doctor and obviously Doctor and I've had Belinda dancing, wasn't it? Some sort of disco. I believe Rose is on scene on it as well, and hovering in the background, looking evilly. Apparently, was going to be Susan, his granddaughter, which is obviously going to be season 3. And I thought, oh, for frig's sake!
Why they mentioned her? I think they mentioned her in Interstellar Song Contest as well. She pops up, doesn't she, in a vision?
I've got to ask
resolved at the end.
Nothing resolved in that. And I felt the reveal when they brought her into it was freaking awful. It was. They didn't make anything of it at all. And I thought, this is a major character come back and she's got brushed under the carpet. It was just, I just couldn't believe it. Absolutely couldn't believe the crap on that. Amanda, how do you feel about Conrad's use in this episode 8?
Oh, I just want him to die, painfully.
Go on, Mandy. It's Grant Smith swearing a lot. Do you want to say what you really think about him?
I want to high five his face with a chair.
Right.
Yeah.
Well, we've had all the swearing now.
Violence.
Amanda's bringing in the
Violence.
Just
violence.
the violence now. Yeah.
Yeah. There's. Oh God, I don't know where to start with the rest of this bloody episode. But
Yeah.
we'll come on to we'll wrap it up, and I'll go into some of the news I've read about this. Okay, because there's a
Yeah.
few more bits we can cover to make it sound even worse. I'm
Yeah.
going to start 0. Amanda.
I'm going to be generous and give it 1,
1? What gets the 1 then?
just for bringing Billy Piper in at the end. But even though I
Oh,
don't necessarily
the
like
space
how
name.
they did it.
Grant, what are you going to give this? Are you going to give this a 0?
No,
Boring.
I'm going to give it. I'm going to give it minus 200. That's what I'm going to give it.
Winning! Beth,
Yeah.
what are you going to give us out of 10 then? We're doing very well there because we're currently. What did you give it, Amanda? 1 out of 10 for minus 100,
Yeah.
minus 199 at the moment.
In the
Fine.
words of Craig Revel Horwood, I give it a 1 because they came out and did it.
Yeah.
So we guess out between the 4 of us, a total mark off. Grant, what mark did we give us out of the 4 of us then? Out of 10?
Well,
Oh, God,
minus
I don't
200.
Minus 198, right?
Minus 198. Yeah.
Yeah, in other words,
I think that's fair.
I did want to mention before we moved on from this episode, the even more frustrating thing is that there is the original plan would actually have been brilliant, and this got disrupted because of Millie Gibson leaving. But I found a video the other day, and did you know that the original plan? We're like 99.9% certain. The original plan was that Belinda wasn't going to exist, but Belinda what didn't exist, and Ruby was going to be the companion for the whole 2 series, and it was going to turn out that Ruby is the god of wishes. Ruby is Desiderium. Ruby is the baby that was taken by the Rani, and then she leaves herself by the church on Ruby Road to get adopted by Carla, and that's why she the goblins were so interested in her. That's why she's able to make people run away from her in 73 yards. That's why Maestro says she's got a song in her heart. That's why she can make it snow. Ruby is the god of wishes. She is the baby. She is Desiderium.
I wish.
And she was going to leave herself by the church on Ruby Road to be adopted.
I would like that.
That was the original plan.
Amanda, what do you think about that? So kind of Beth's idea.
I think honestly, anything would have been better.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
exactly. Yeah.
Now,
Because I've got a bit from the reveal at the end of last series where it was just like, her mom was just a normal person. I think that was fine, but the way she was in that cloak and it was all that mystery and all that, it just kind of felt cheated a bit. So like last finale was, I would say, disappointing, but it was watchable. This was like disappointing to an extreme level of just absolute car crash compared to that one. Yeah, it was just a nightmare, this episode.
Now, conscious of the time here, we've got about 25 minutes left. So I want to talk briefly. Amanda's mentioned already about Billie Piper coming back into it. I never liked her particularly very much in Doctor Who, so I'm a bit numby over it. No, I never liked her that much.
Ooh.
So, but Grant, I'll ask you then, how do you feel about what they did? Because it was done very last minute, certainly. And I know Beth and they're in the same room as I was. They brought her in without telling her what was going to happen next. She did a favour for Russell T Davies. But Beth, what do you think? Before I ask Grant,
I mean, I thought it was an absolutely awful decision because you've already had the kind of the stunt reveal with David Tennant coming back. You can't do it again with them. Like you can't have the novelty, Doctor reveal again so soon after David Tennant. Sandwiching Ncuti Gatwa between two sort of weird Doctor reveals. It just makes the show feel so cheap and so kind of desperate. It just really smacks of desperation. Thought it was a terrible decision. I mean, you do have to feel sorry for Russell T Davies in some ways because it sounds like this whole series and this whole era has been plagued by, things that are kind of out of his control, like Millie Gibson leaving, which kind of resulted in them not doing, the twist of Ruby being the god of wishes and having to, get a new companion for series 2. Obviously Ncuti deciding to leave because of Disney not renewing the deal, so they had to rush, change the ending and do the regeneration, and some of these factors are out of his control, and you do have to feel sorry for him in some ways. But why do you need to bring in Billie Piper as a final act of desperation? Why can't you just leave it as like fade to black? If you don't know where it's going, if you don't know what the plan is, if you don't know what's going to happen next, you don't know what the future of the show is going to be, don't leave it on that note. Just let it fade out. Don't pick the next Doctor yet if you don't know when the show's coming back. Just let it be a kind of cold close, and bring in someone later down the line when you've decided what's happening. You don't need to, quick, we need a new Doctor, let's stick Billie Piper in there. You don't need to do that. Just leave it and just come back to it when you know what's happening. Why does Ncuti Gatwa have to regenerate into somebody? Why did Ncuti Gatwa even have to regenerate at all? Even though you knew that he wasn't coming back for another series, why did you have to show him regenerating? Couldn't you just have got him to come back, for a special or something to regenerate? Yeah,
exactly.
It didn't have to be, quick, let's get a regeneration in there, and quick, let's get Billie Piper in as the new Doctor. Like, that's not going to solve anything. That's only going to make it, it's so obvious that there was complete panic behind the scenes. No one knew what the hell was going on. It didn't need to be like that. It could have been left as it was, and it would have been a good ending.
Yeah, bits of the rumours gone round. I'm going to ask you all bits of your thoughts on this straight away with it. You're right with it. Did you, Beth, I'll ask you first, had you heard the rumour going around that when Ncuti handed his notice in, Russell T Davies apparently wrote a 9th episode apparently to try and deal with this?
Okay.
But then it got scrapped because of budget restraints. So they went and reshot the last 15 minutes or so, I believe.
Yeah.
When obviously they went down to Belinda's house and Poppy was there. That bit was completely different before that, it was.
Yeah.
That's why. And then apparently Jodie Whittaker's bit was originally quite late on, apparently. I heard a rumour that Christopher Eccleston nearly came back, actually, for do a 5-minute cameo instead of Jodie Whittaker, would you believe?
I mean, I don't really believe that, because Christopher Eccleston,
I know.
Pretty sure Christopher Eccleston hates Russell T Davies's guts. So I don't know if he would have come back. But
I know that one surprised me. That did, don't you? But there's a number of ex-Doctors that won't come back. Peter Capaldi's, she was not very happy over it either, right? So. But and then you've got the other room going round that Matt Smith's going to come back as the Master. Amanda,
that's another stupid idea. Yeah.
Amanda, how do you feel about Matt Smith coming back as the Master?
No, I don't like it.
No, there's all kinds of rumours going around. It has been, whatever has happened, it's been a troubleshoot. There's no two ways about it.
Yeah.
And obviously now we've got waiting in the background, which I know Grant's really looking forward to, is the war between the land and the sea.
Oh my God.
Now, if people are wondering, obviously, when the series finished, season 2, I remember Grant's exact words came in our group chat. Well, the land, the water, and the land and sea looks a load of fucking shite. Is that true, Grant?
It does,
Now,
I forgot about that. Oh, God.
Now, okay, the 2 lead actors in Doctor Who, in Doctor Who, the war between the land and sea. I'm going to ask all 3 of you this question. I've got 2 or 3 others as well. Guta Mobana Raw as Salt. What is her previous connection to Doctor Who? Amanda?
I have no idea.
Oh, I know it.
Beth, do you know?
Not sure.
And Grant?
I think, was she Martha's sister or something?
Well done.
Yeah, I'd read that somewhere.
Yeah, she played Tish Jones, she did some years ago, yes.
Yeah, Tish, yeah.
Now, the interesting one is, and I want to see if Grant's got this one, what is Russell Tovey's previous connection to Doctor Who?
Beth knows as well.
Go on, Beth.
You go,
Did he play Alonso?
Yeah, that was it. Yeah, yeah.
No.
Oh,
Oh, I might be thinking of the wrong person.
No, you've got part an answer, not all.
all right. Was he also in Torchwood as well? Or
Uh, no.
yeah. Oh, he was in
He's played
Years and
two.
Years. Yeah, he was in Years and
Amanda,
Years.
do you know this
Yeah.
before I ask you?
No.
He's played two roles in Doctor Who before. He played
Oh.
midshipman Frame in Voyager of the Damned.
Yeah, that is Alonso.
Yeah,
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 Alonso. But he's
Alonso.
also been in the audio drama Big Finish called. Where he actually said he played Alonso Frame in the Big Finish audio dramas. He played two different roles in Doctor Who.
Oh, right. Okay. Yeah.
So that's why. So yeah, it's a bit bloody confusing that. So, but yeah, that's obviously. Have you even heard the rumours coming around? This is shooting or coming out over Christmas week.
Hmm. No.
Because apparently they might be doing that to put the gap for Doctor Who next year. Because for obviously there's nothing been shot for a Christmas special.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Obviously with contract disputes still going on. And if there had been, they have to get off the bloody bump quick and do it.
Yeah.
Hmm.
But there's nothing.
So I think aren't they waiting for Rebecca because it's not been confirmed as it Disney pulled out. Or is it actually been confirmed yet?
Beth, have you heard anything on this? What Disney pulling out?
I saw something the other day, which I didn't actually get around to reading, which might have been saying that it had been confirmed, but I don't actually know. I'll Google it.
I'm assuming they're not very happy with it because I mean, like, it's
Yeah.
not got
No,
some
apparently it's not been
everything.
confirmed.
Yeah, that's fair enough then. So, no, it's like this. Had you heard one of the rumours going around why Shooty actually quit Doctor Who? I asked Beth this one. I told you the man did this, didn't I?
Was it shite?
Apart from that.
Is it because like he was obviously that Disney was taking too long to confirm a third series, but it was something like he got offered a perfume commercial which was going to pay him 3 times as much or something. So it was like,
Correct.
you can't, you know.
3 times as much as what he got paid for the second season
Yeah.
in total, which is absolutely insane. That is.
I would take that.
That's exactly what happened to it. And it's just
I can
absolutely
see him doing
insane.
a perfume match. Yeah, he could be
And
actually quite good at that.
To be honest with you, I can't blame the guy for that because that was in the middle of season 2 apparently, and to
They
walk
said
out
so.
of Doctor Who when he did, he would have got a massive all kinds of problems. But I said they offered him a massive amount of money. It's only about something like a 2-week shoot apparently.
Yeah.
It's absolutely insane. Now, I want to obviously ask as well, Dr. CB's the kids series coming up. Amanda, how do you feel about that? Doctor Who doing for the really young children.
It's going to be really childish and dumbed down and stupid.
Yeah, but
Like
I don't.
Wishbone.
Oh. Beth, how do you feel about that then? Doctor Who being done for CB's channel.
I think, you know, as long as it's kind of like separate from the main show, like it doesn't count towards like the canon of the main show, then I guess like why not? But I suppose it's just gonna confuse things a little bit, isn't it? It's like it feels a bit it really is kind of a mark of how, you know, how low things have got when, you know, CBeebies is getting an animated Doctor Who, but we're not getting an actual series of Doctor Who. That, you know, it's kind of quite indicative of the whole thing, isn't it, really? I mean, it's just a bit sad, you know, why do the kids get it now and not us kind of thing. It's like I don't know, it's I think it'll be cute. I think it'll be nice, but I don't really know what, you know, if it's going to achieve anything particularly. I don't know.
It remains to see yet. It's not said who's going to be the Doctor in it yet.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
That's why. So it just
Maybe
doesn't.
it'd be a Teletubby or something. I don't know. Who could see BBs? I don't know.
Well, let's do our predictions and who's going to be the new next Doctor.
One of the tweenies.
One of the tweenies. Oh yeah, that's your prediction out of the way then.
Yeah,
Right.
Milo.
I did ask you all before in our group chats on this. Who do you all want to be the next Doctor? I'm going to ask Amanda first.
If for Sutherland.
I knew you'd say that. Grant, who do you want to be the next Doctor? Just
I want it to be K9. I miss him. I think it'd be great.
K9, the new Doctor.
Yeah,
All better choice than what we've had.
Like a little bow tie or something.
Beth, who do you like to see as the new Doctor? Serious or not serious? I don't mind.
I've said it before, but Richard Ayoade for the
Mhm.
win.
Oh no, he's got
I
to be.
reckon he'd be great.
Yeah.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
agree with that. That's like a dream one, I think. Yeah.
After obviously being brought into the timeline now, and I think I said I've shorted this season, but Richard E. Grant for me. I'm wondering but he's fell out with Russell T Davies in the past, so
Yeah.
goodness knows whether they're going to bring him in it if that's a subtle thing they made it up. But I'd love to see Russell T Davies as the Doctor.
I'd say he'd be a good one. So Michael Sheen as well. I think that'd be
Oh
quite
yeah,
good.
yes,
Or
very good.
Michael Sheen as like the Master, maybe as well.
No, that's with the Master.
Ooh,
No, how
Yeah.
about bringing David Tennant back for one last episode and he goes against the Master, played by Michael Sheen. Now that
Yeah, I
I
think that'd
would
be awesome. Yeah.
love.
Yeah.
Seeing those two, obviously having little bickerings on their comedy show, and obviously been
Mhm.
lovers in Good Omens. I like to have proper
Yeah, I think it'd be
arguments.
cool that. Yeah.
We'll see. I know, as I said, I don't know. To be honest, there's a lot we don't know what's going to happen with Doctor Who now. So, but there's rumours been flying on a 5 or 6 year hiatus now, and
hmm
I don't know. I'll ask you all very quickly to wrap up with. Amanda, what do you think?
I think if they do that, it's going to be difficult to bring it back.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think so. I think they've got another deal lined up if the Disney one falls through, because someone will
Yeah.
pick it up, probably Netflix or maybe Prime or something, and it'll back
Yeah.
in a year or two, I reckon. But
Yeah, it's still a huge fan base, isn't it? It's like Star Trek. I had this conversation the other day with a comic the other day at Giggly. Were like, it's like Star Trek. It's rubbish still, but you still like it. You watch it. It's like not as good as it used to be. You kind of like, and you kind of accept. There'll be the odd bad episode, but you watch it because you love it, don't you? So yeah, you still live in hope, don't you? So yeah, the hope that
yeah,
kills us really. But
yeah,
I know
think
I'm faithful. I don't know. I like to believe it'll come back good, but yeah. I'm just a bit like, I don't know. I just hope Russell T Davies learns some lessons from this. I think I maybe surrounded by too many yes men and just tell him everything is great or whatever. I don't know. It feels like maybe he can listen to some of the feedback he's had from this series, and turn it around. I believe in him. So yeah. So fingers
I'm
crossed.
hopeful more than anything else for me. So
Yeah.
we'll see. So Beth, what do you think to wrap up with?
I mean, I genuinely hope they do have a hiatus. I think it needs 5 or 6 years. I think it needs a break, to be honest, after that. I
Yeah.
think trying to bring it back in 2 years' time, I think would be too soon. I want them to have a clean slate again, a bit
Mhm.
like when they brought it back in 2005. I want them to really start again with a fresh writing team, a fresh, perspective. I think it needs a rest, personally.
Yeah, no, it's a point. It's a point, don't you? I said, people might have guessed. The four of us absolutely hated this second season.
Yeah.
It's not. It's
I know. Well, it's not fun. It's just yeah. Like I think that message that Beth sent a friend that just sums it up really. Yeah. Like
yeah,
yeah.
yeah.
It was just
I
it's really
wanted
quite
to-
depressing when you think about it. Like that's why
Yeah,
I was need to get but it's been therapeutic. I found getting the hate out. Yeah.
I've just sat there most episodes with a drink in my hand, and Amanda's been looking at me sometimes. Amanda, are you saying, "Do we have to keep watching this shit?" We had to,
Yeah, I
look,
know exactly. Yeah. I know.
Yeah, so, oh God. Right, listen, let's wrap up with some positive news then, okay? Wrap up with today then. Obviously, we'll be back, everybody wondering, in a few weeks' time. Well, we've not really sorted what we're going to be watching yet. Grant's watched Ironheart, haven't you, Grant? Which
Yeah,
I know you
I have, yeah.
enjoyed. Me and Amanda watched The Ballerina the other week,
Mhm.
which is the John Wick spin-off, which we really enjoyed. And we're currently episode 5 of Countdown, the new Jensen Ackles series as well. Which I
Oh
think
yeah, you mentioned that. Yeah.
are you going to watch that, Grant?
No.
Bastard. Beth, have you generally been
Sounds
enjoying
like very good so
Yeah,
far.
Countdown so far?
I'm on episode 4. Yeah, I've been enjoying it.
Yeah.
Good.
Yeah, we've got plenty to say about it. As I said, it shows Jensen's star power. I couldn't tell you what the rest of the characters were like in it so far, but yeah, so.
I've been watching Creature Commandos as well. I started watching
Oh, is that
that.
any good, that? Any good?
Yeah, I think you like it. Yeah, really
Well,
good.
noted as well. So we've been watching Countdown. We're watching Mary Kingston season 2. Oh, boy, that's been grim. What have you been? Amanda, are you on Handmaid's Tale season 6?
Yeah,
Are
I'm
you?
halfway through it now.
How's that been?
Dark and depressing.
Well, we might keep off that then. So, what else have you been watching, Beth? Then?
So yeah, I've been watching Countdown. I'm gonna be watching Squid Game series.
Oh, film, a series, or is it a film? Or I know season 3,
Yeah,
isn't it?
series
Yeah.
3 is out now. Yeah, yeah.
Wednesday series 2. I'm gonna watch
Oh yeah, I can't wait for that.
Um,
Looks
Me
amazing.
too. Me too as well.
got all the films lined up that you've sent me. So
Yeah.
yeah.
And where does the void have void where the films have come from? Okay. That's all I'm going to say
I'm
there.
seeing Superman tomorrow.
Oh,
Superman.
is it on this week? It's weekend. I did not
Yeah,
realise.
it's out now actually. Yeah, it's just come out today. So yeah, I'll see it tomorrow.
I know I've seen some advanced good reviews on it actually, John. So we're certainly watching that. Are you want to watch? Going to be watching Fantastic Four because that's out in a week or two, isn't it as well?
Yeah, I've got my tickets
I'm-
already. Yeah, gonna see it.
Yeah, and Amanda watched one. So are you going to be tempted on that one, Beth, as well, or?
I don't think so.
No, that's fair enough. Fair play to you. We've seen Megan 2.0 or 3 as our Beth will be watching it. So this could be quite a divisive review because I know Grant hated it and
I
Amanda
know.
loved it. So this could be
I know I
Beth-
love Megan as well.
Beth, you might have to be the mediator in this one, right?
Well, I've not seen the first one, so I think I'm just gonna.
Oh, you should watch it. It's on 4OD if you've got time
Okay.
to watch it. Yeah, it's just dead good. Yeah, I think you like it.
It's just completely, the second film's completely different. It's like watching the difference between Terminator and Terminator 2. If that makes sense. I've got Predator, the new Predator animated film to watch. I think you've seen that, Grant, haven't you?
No, I've not watched it yet. Killer of
Oh,
Killers.
Yeah,
it's meant to be
I'm
really
going to
good,
watch
yeah.
it. Meant to be really good. Well, Amanda doesn't fancy it. And I think you're going to watch it, Beth, aren't you? So, and I do have to watch on Netflix The Old Guard 2 as well. Ugh, which
Oh, has that come out now?
Yeah, it's out now. It's had some terrible reviews as well. That
Oh, has it? Well, it's been.
Yeah.
I think it was filmed years ago, but it's not come out. So
Yeah,
I
there's been
guess some
some-
problems with it. Yeah,
Yeah, there's a lot of trouble with it apparently. So, but it's a weird one because I've got the comics here on, and the second series and the comics was a bit uneven. So, and it's difficult, had difficult ending as well. So I can see what problems they might have with this. So we'll see. So, right, folks. Anyway, listen. Thank you, Amanda. Thank you, Grant.
Dagadoo.
Dagadoo, dagadoo, dagadoo. No swearing of you this time. And thank you, Beth. Right, Amanda, take us out and we'll wrap up here.
Hang tight, everyone. Don't let the duckadoo bite.
See you all soon, folks.
See you, everyone. Bye.
Not the TV guide.
Not the TV guide.
Not the TV guide.